Where are you at right now, man?
Well, I'm not in the city that rhymes with fun. I'm in Minnesota. We're about to play tonight. We're doing a show with our brothers in Falling in Reverse. So we're banging it out right now. Just had like a small run of Christmas shows. I think we have 2 more this year, and then we're going to go home and chill, and then we're coming your way.
Love it. And I'm glad to hear that you're out there doing these shows, because I know you had another vocal surgery this summer. Everything's back up full speed, running 100%?
I had to get a surgery, and we canceled a couple shows in America. Then we did a 7-week tour through Europe. That was my first tour back after having a surgery again, and my voice is stronger than ever. It feels good. You know, I'm a hard rock singer, dude. I beat my voice up really, really good. You know, I'm trying to get better techniques so I don't have to do this again. You know, but it's just kind of a hazard of the gig.
When you hit that European tour, that first show, did you have like that moment where you were just before you really hit that first hard scream where you're like, okay, here we go?
I was terrified. You know what I mean? A moment of just being terrified. But, you know, once we got through that first show, we were in Hamburg, Germany, in front of like 6,000 people, you know, and just murdering it. And it was just like the crowd was going off and the energy was there. And I was like, yep, I think we could do this. And so ever since that date, it's been on like Donkey Kong.
Now, last time we got to chat, you played me the new album, the new record, and I came on this show here on The Wolf and told people, like, be ready for new Papa Roach. Here we are. It's a year later. Help, American Dreams, huge hits, more stuff coming. How's it been to watch that new stuff blow up?
It's so gratifying to write music that really connects with people, you know, on a vibe level, but then also on a life level, you know, and the message that is in the music that people are really connecting with. And, you know, I just feel like every time we put out a record, it's like we have a shot to maintain relevance, and it just feels like, you know, we have it again. We have a shot, and people are really connecting with the music, and especially when we're playing it live, the new songs go off. Dude, we're playing like 8 new songs in our set, and it connects, and it's just so awesome, man, to see the people vibing to the music, and it's one of those records for me where I just feel like it's going to go down as a classic in the P. Roach history. I feel it's just got. It's still special to me. Like, I usually don't even listen to our music after we release it, and I'll find myself every once in a while dropping the P. Roach record on like, oh, snap, dude, we killed it on this track. Oh, what about this one?
Outside of Help and American Dreams, which are obviously the 2 biggest singles, which one is the one that's going off the most with the fans when you're doing them at live shows?
There's a song called Traumatic on the record that people are just flipping out on, and also Born for Greatness is just the fans vibe on. It's different. It's kind of outside of the box, you know, but as a rock band, we always want to like evolve and try new things. And I think we did that back in the day with Scars, and it was kind of outside of the box of the norm for us, but it was just so successful. And I just feel like Born for Greatness could be another one of those tracks that's just outside of the box that flips people on their head, but they just vibe hard on. So we'll see.
You mentioned that every album that comes out is another chance to stay relevant. Well, it's been almost 2 decades since Infest came out. How cool is it for you to think about the fact that you guys are still selling out shows in Canada, the U.S., in Europe, 17 years later?
Honestly, that's something we set out to do. That was very intentional from the beginning of our career. We were like, we titled our first full-length record, Old Friends from Young Years. And the reason we titled that was because we were like, all right, like we want to put that out in the cosmos. Like we believe like if we put it out there, it will happen. And now, you know, 20-something years later of being in the band, we're still old friends from young years. You know what I mean? And so we wrote a song called Legacy back in the day. In our hearts, we believe that we had the potential to be one of the bands that stuck around for years, and that's been our driving force within us. And so now we're here actually doing it. I'm like, oh, like, this is really happening. Wow. You know, so we're very grateful for that, you know, and I think it's just our love for music and our love for the fans and also the love from the fans that keeps it going. And our live show. Our live show is, right now, it's better than it's ever been.
See, I'm interested to see it because you guys are coming here. You're playing at the Connexus Arts Center, which is kind of like a soft seater. Like it's got seats all the way down towards the stage. Last time you were here, you were at the Brand Center, our hockey arena, and you were literally scaling the building, climbing through the crowd. What do you do to bring that sort of energy to a venue where you don't have that floor to kind of go roaming through.
Oh, dude, trust me. I'll be walking on people's faces. It's good. You know what I'm saying? I'm just letting the front row know. Y'all better be ready because I'm walking on the crowd. It's going to be a wild one, period. That's like, for us, P. Roach, we'll take any situation, any environment that we're in and just turn it up, and make it the best it could possibly be. And so I can tell you honestly, I'm not a huge fan of seats, but it's when you're routing a tour, it's like, all right, what's the right size room for the band? What's the promoter want to do? What are the, and so we're trying to build to that next level, and we'll see how this one goes, but I think it's going to be a banger.
So what you're saying is feel free to pay for the seat, but also feel free not to use it.
That's right. Get out of it.
Regina's Rock Station, 104.9, The Wolf.